What's going on, guys? Been a while since I've done a video. Been pretty rubbish weather lately, so I haven't been able to get out as much as I'd want to, and when I have got out, fishing's been real tough as it's been a little bit colder. January, generally a bit of a lean time for fishing in my world, being down on the south coast. Everything seems to shut down as it gets cold. But I've got a bit of footage left over from last time I was at Rutland, so I'm going to smash together a little technical video, show you how I fish for Zander. While I was filming that, I was wondering what's going on, and there's a man outside my window. So, firstly, what setups are you going to need for vertical fishing for Zander? I take two with me. The first is a Trinnis Neo, rated 10.5 grams, 7 foot long, which is just about right, I think, for fishing from the boat. You may think that the 10.5 gram rating is a little light for fishing heavy jig heads in deep water, but with it being quite a stiff rod, and you're fishing vertically, so you're not casting, so you're not putting masses of strain on the rod, you can get away with going 2 to 3 times over the rating, so I can comfortably fish that with 20 to 28 gram jig heads, no problem. Second rod is a Shingen Neo 7'8" to 20 gram. Slightly longer. This is because if it's not very windy, you can cast down drift and work the lure back towards you, so you cover more ground per drift, so more likely to find the fish. Once you found them, you can fish vertically over them. That's the way I do it. Other people do it differently. On the reels, this one's got 15-pound braid on. This one's got actually 28-pound braid on, but it's very low diameter, so it cuts through the water nicely. The lighter braid you can use, the more effective you'll fish vertically. Right, here we are drifting over one of the first spots of the day. Expensive sounders aren't essential. I use the GPS on my phone and a Humminbird 120, and that seems to suit me fine. So drop your lure down to the bottom. I try and use the lightest jig head I can, so the lightest you can get away with and still maintain contact with the bottom. Once you've hit the bottom, bring the lure up by 1/2 to 2 turns and gently jig it. I've found the more gently you fish it, the more you'll catch. You'll see me in the video here, just very subtle, sort of 2-inch movements of the rod tip. Zander bite very short, so they're quite quick, so you need quick reactions in order to hit the strikes. You'll see that in a bit.
Oh! You know what, they had just a foot of the bottom.
Yeah, just like half turn and then that's it. Feels like another good one. Sweet. That was my first fish of the day, not a bad one, probably about 50 centimetres long, and that was taken on one of my favourite Zander lures, the drop fork. You'll see it here, this is how I rig it. That's a 20 true gram size 3/0 jig head and one of my homemade stingers. Here's my little box that I take out with me. I like this one because it's very useful. I got all my pre-rigged lures in here. That's the drop fork again. Great lure, real soft plastic, so it's good action on it. There's another one of my favourites. This is one of the B-word Divinator shads. Real small paddle tail, so not an aggressive action at all. There's my homemade stingers and a few jig heads. Well, we found them.
Yeah.
That's the thing with here, once you find a shoal, it's fine. I was getting a bit like, this sucks. Can I borrow that towel?
Yeah.
To wipe my phone. Cheers.
Oh man, I can't even press the button.
So it's my turn to try it out. It's like having claws for hands.
It's like being a crab.
because these fish have been brought up from depths of 20 to 30 metres, they are bent, their swim bladders are distorted and their eyes are bulging, and if you release them normally they just float at the surface and will die. So we release them in quite an aggressive manner, and this shocks them into diving straight back down and recompressing. I'm going to throw a bit of a curveball at you now and show you this photo. Yep, that's a Zander taken on a spoon mid-water in 20 metres. So just invite you to think outside the box when you're on the water. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like the sort of tackle and technical talk kind of style, please let me know and I'll do some more. Just request it and I'll try and do it. And if it stops raining, I'm actually going fishing.